Get it going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our little Saturday morning chill stream. We're going to be going over some of the weird news of the world today. And we got a few things if we want to go into it
Hi, everybody.
a little bit deeper.
You want me to go into what I found? Or what?
One, yeah, let's go ahead and start. What source are you using?
Forbes?
Forbes. Okay.
I think
Let's go
that's
see what kind of strange headlines we have going on in Forbes magazine.
sure. Let me share it real quick.
No one said anything about my amazing Godzilla display yet in
It's
any of the
amazing.
shows. And it is amazing.
Let's see. It says meteorites plucked from the ocean floor may be interstellar alien wreckage. This is according to some Harvard professor.
Yeah, I know a little bit about this story from a YouTuber named Angry Astronaut. He covered it, and I guess NASA or some agency detected a meteorite. There he is. There's the man of the hour there. Who man awakened wolf is in the chat.
Yay! Hi, Who Man. We're hoping to
Are
get
you?
you on, maybe.
Yeah, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. We're gonna go over some headlines,
Yeah.
and I might. I'm gonna. Hey, do you want to be a moderator? I'm looking.
Hi,
We're looking for. We're building a team.
hi, Who Man.
Now I know a little bit about this YouTube story, about this headline story. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess they detected a meteorite entering the atmosphere, but it didn't burn up like a meteorite. It was made out of some sort of very dense material that didn't disintegrate as much as it
Okay.
should. I think they said it was like the third most dense material to ever breach the atmosphere, if I remember correctly. And I brought the video up in the side if we want to go into it, but it's like a 10-minute long
It
video.
sounds like they've been out in the South Pacific Ocean magnet fishing, which we talked about earlier today, like off air. Remember?
Yeah. NASA sent a team of scientists out there to go try to retrieve it to see what it is. And the far end of the spectrum is that it is a some sort of alien spacecraft made out of some super dense material, or it's some exotic material we've never seen before.
And look,
So
it's in round sphere rules. Sphere rules?
is that what they magnet picked up from?
Large magnet. They ran the magnet over the ocean floor and started pulling up these round things.
Hmm.
They may
That could
have.
be a lot of things, though. We did fight a war over that.
I know, right? They think it might be from some metal from a different planet, but who knows?
Yeah. Hopefully they find like it'd be awesome if they could find like a spacecraft in the bottom of the ocean. If one did crash, that's where I would think it would most likely be.
Yeah, it's more water than anything
Uh,
else.
what was that? They found that was it the Baltic Sea anomaly? Is that the same thing as that? Looks like the Millennium Falcon sitting at the bottom of.
Yeah, it does look like the Millennium Falcon.
I haven't heard any type of recent update on that. I know they've always said that it affects the ship's
I don't know either.
like radar and sonar and stuff.
Yeah, that's where they should be going in submersibles down there.
All right, on. We got a new mod. Human's Awakened Wolf is a
Woohoo!
new
Who
mod.
man? I know him from somebody else's chat. I guess it's from Steven's chat. Yeah.
I recognize him from Steven's chat.
Yep.
And
Cool.
he had us on defense on that crazy woman who said we shouldn't be allowed talking to Steve because we don't know enough.
Because I said Steve Walton instead of Travis Walton.
Yeah.
My bad. I fucking
I don't know
know.
how you can mess that up. You're talking to a guy named Steve. And-
I'm living in shame over that. Now.
I know. You're a hack. You're a UFO hack, Sheila Aliens.
Damn it. I've been exposed.
Now that was weird. That was a weird interaction because I tried to kind of like not plead our case, but I tried to kind of like put out there.
I thought you did good with the response to that crazy lady.
I try not to be mean. I give people the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't mean. I didn't say anything mean.
You were nice. We said maybe mean things amongst ourselves off air.
I think you might be talking about the there's a clear streak behind the anomaly to look like it was a crash landing. Yeah, could you want to bring up that Baltic Sea anomaly?
Yeah.
And we'll take a look at that. Yeah, I wonder if there's any updates on that because I know like I think you can. I think it's deep enough where you can dive to it easily enough because I think divers said they've been on there.
You want me to bring up about it?
I don't know what kind of recent articles. What's the most recent updates about that?
Let me see. Like
That thing does look like the
2022.
Millennium Falcon.
It hasn't been updated in a long time. December 2022.
Well, what was going on in December 22? I guess
Mystery of UFO Baltic Sea anomaly crashed in the sea.
I might look up some pictures of it. Baltic Sea anomaly. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I seem to recall that there was like it looked like it slid.
It does look cool. It almost looks like it's like somebody built something there. Maybe not that something crashed, but
I know one of the like explanations someone threw out was, oh, there's a great picture of the slide mark.
really, maybe
Yeah.
that's how they got it there. Oh,
Hold on, I can pop it up on. Oh my god, NBC site ads left and right.
interesting.
I want to just bring up the
Go ahead.
that picture, but it's
You can't find it.
no, I got it. I'm trying to bring it up where it isn't a bunch of ads flying, like
Oh,
ads popping over it, and I'm trying to just save the picture, and then I might
you
just
download ad block.
yeah, I got too many windows open now. She's like freezing up. Oh no. I got a Yellowstone. I got like a Yellowstone ad down there, a Kay's Jeweler ad over here. I got coupons for the grocery store.
You gotta go hiking. You gotta propose to someone, and you gotta go to the grocery store.
Yeah, go to the grocery store.
There you go.
Yeah, my thing's all frozen up now. Damn it.
Okay, well, this is a pretty good picture of it right here. It's not the one picture like from above, but it's a picture of it. All right. Mystery.
I don't know if that's a real picture. I think it's an artist rendition of it.
Okay, well, it's
But
nothing.
yeah,
new.
that's it.
It's
Nothing
not-
new in it.
No, it's like it's just rehashing all together the whole situation, as far as I can tell.
I wonder if that's like a thing they. Oh,
Anyway.
yeah, they were. This is Humans Awaken Wolf. Yeah, they were diving on it. Any recent stuff on it, just repeat off the last official expedition.
Yeah,
Supposedly
because
got
there's
shut
nothing new
down.
about it.
See, that's really weird. That should be because it's such a simple. It's just right down there. Why don't we know everything about this thing yet?
I feel like they were like live streaming before when they went down there. I don't remember. I feel like they're very public about it when they were doing something. It's like one rich guy is the only one doing anything about it, I think.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like on lockdown now. That's interesting.
Indeed. But we could go
That
to
reminds me of that Stonehenge they found underneath that lake in Wisconsin, I believe.
Really?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, someone was just going over a lake with some side sonar and scanned out this rock formation. Let me see if I can.
Are you still frozen?
Yeah. In my opinion, there are too many right angles on it for being natural formation. But that's the weird part. Is it looks number one, it looks like the Millennium Falcon. It looks like a spaceship. And then yeah, you have stairs coming up that one side. I think one of the explanations was that it was some sort of altar that was like a carved altar that slid into the sea there, or maybe the sea wasn't there and it was built up, and then when the water came in, it slid it down. Either way, that's a weird thing too. If it was like a carved altar.
Sorry, this is at Lake Michigan.
Oh yeah, let's check this out for a second.
Want me to turn the audio on?
Yeah, you can, might as well.
Stonehenge. I've seen the original Stonehenge up close myself.
Oh,
It's
braggadocious.
mysterious site in
Okay.
southwestern
Yeah, right? Must be
I've
nice.
seen the real Stonehenge.
older than the Egyptian pyramids, dating to about 5,000 years ago. It's a megalithic structure made of massive rocks.
Now, there
weighing as
is a
much as 50
conspiracy that
tons.
this whole Stonehenge thing is completely made up. Like those rocks were laying there, and then they like in the I think 1920s they like stacked them up and said this is how it originally was. But was it, or are they just kind of pulling our chain? Like, how do we know what they look like when they were all falling down?
I guess we don't.
That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting.
Each. The rocks are stacked on top of one another and arranged in a giant circle. So it's clear that Stonehenge is a man-made monument. But the origin of these stones in Lake Michigan is less obvious. While they do seem to form a perfect geometric shape, they aren't stacked or connected in the same way.
And while there is evidence that prehistoric tribes roamed the Great Lakes for thousands of years,
very little is known about them, and I haven't seen anything remotely resembling this formation in the archaeological record. So if this is man-made, who would have made it and why?
Sure.
Now they're talking a lot about Stonehenge, but I do believe these rocks are like movable by just like a couple people.
I wonder who put
But
them
I think it's interesting that it's in the bottom of a lake.
Yeah, when was the water ever that low?
Generally, water level rose during that Younger Dryas era, like 400 feet up. So
So it
like
would be like ancient people, right?
that's kind of what I think they probably going to go into suggesting, because
Okay.
yeah, prior to 12,000 years ago, the water level was about 400 foot less, and a lot of these seas, like the Baltic Sea, might have been empty, where you have an anomaly like that.
Oh, let's check it out.
I wonder if why doesn't James Cameron find that thing?
Yeah.
King's ancestors, the Anishinaabe people, were among the first to inhabit this area. He believes his tribe's prehistoric forefathers, hunter-gatherers who
What
settled
the
this
heck
area
is that?
after the last ice age.
Oh, wait a minute, what the? Was that a dinosaur?
No, it was like a boat. Let me see.
Is that what it was?
To me, it looked like a boat with people in it.
Not that, the dinosaur thing next to it.
Oh. Oh yeah, this is a dinosaur or a dragon or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks like a fucking dinosaur for sure.
It's got horns like a bison, but then like the spikes on the back.
Why does it have spikes on the back?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna gloss over that part.
This area after
Yeah,
the last
my computer screen was blocking it. That's why I didn't even see that part of the picture. Because I had the broken monitor on my laptop.
Placed these stones here for a sacred purpose.
Why is it so important to you?
Anishinaabe culture, we refer to stones as animate objects because they come from the mother, the earth, who is alive. We refer to them as Shumas, grandfather. They've reinforced that we have been here a long time, and that's why we've been so particular with your crew about the location.
Real quick, Humans Awakened Wolf. Does Graham Hancock say anything about this stone circle? I can't recall him mentioning it as of yet. No, I never finished that book, the that recent one he wrote. Maybe it's not the most recent one, but the one he did on North America.
Still alive?
Graham Hancock? Oh yeah, he's still around. He actually just did a tour a couple weeks ago in Asheville, North Carolina. Him and Randall Carson and that Bright Side Adventure, or what's that guy's? Bright Side or Bright Insight? He does a lot of the Lost Civilization stuff.
Okay.
Most famously, that Rakat structure in Africa. It's alleged to be Atlantis. I don't know if he ever mentions the stone circle. That was an odd book because it wasn't. I thought he was going to speculate more on a possible ancient civilization in North America. He focused more on the cataclysm.
Okay.
That's why I didn't finish reading it.
There must have been ancient civilization in America, I would think.
Yeah, and that's why I thought the whole point that Randall Carlson and them were bringing up about the Great Flood coming down from Canada when that mega flood hit and wiped out megafauna. I thought a lot of that book was going to be them speculating on a great civilization that existed here because it would have been wiped out completely. But it really didn't do. I mean, maybe it does further on in the book, but I couldn't get through it, which is odd because I usually get through most of his books. Yeah, he was flagrant recently too, and he didn't mention it at all. Huh. That's weird.
You want me to keep looking at this thing, or?
Yeah, we can keep going. Maybe they'll bring up something.
Just skip ahead, or what do you want me to do? Keep going.
Oh, I was going to see if I guess we can move on from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing. It's
underwater anomalies. That's something that we should probably maybe do a more in-depth show on.
That'd be fun.
Underwater anomalies.
Play with that
USOs and shit.
The thing you were going to get into. Totally different topic, but you know.
What was that?
Super soldier?
Oh no, Humans Awakened Wolf brought that up. I have that episode on screen. I listened to a little bit of it. I listened to the part where this guy made a Vulcan woman fall in love with him with chocolate and peanut butter.
And I was thinking, I would fall in love with someone for chocolate and peanut butter for sure.
If you met a wolf, I want him to walk us through it because I just clicked on it and just checked for timestamps.
Okay.
And jumped around it. He might be able to introduce us to these because I'm aware of that show, but I've never watched it.
Okay. What's next?
What's next on the headlines? What else is it?
There's nothing. There's no mysterious news.
Really? Now. Even on Google?
No. Oh. I was curious. This is how I search the news. I just type mysterious Google News. Like the most recent. Oh, go here. News. And it'll be like mysterious boom and mysterious sound, mysterious cloud.
What's that mysterious spiral detected in the human brain?
I don't know. That sounds dumb.
Fair enough. Life after death. An astronomer discovered a mysterious planet that shouldn't exist.
How about like a pinkish hued snowfall? That's kind of
okay. Weird. Yeah, let's see what's up with that.
That sounds abnormal. Okay.
Humans Awakened Wolf says, I find it strange how history is censored more than UFO content. Yeah, that's how I kind of detect there's truth in certain stories. Like with the giant thing, you can talk pretty openly about giants, but there's some videos and there's something about that in the conspiracy about giants that is censored. And it's weird. It's hard to find. 'Cause I do think there was like ancient giants back in the day, like
I
the
think so too. Yeah.
Lovelock Caves, I believe it was called.
7, 8, 9, 10 feet tall.
Yeah, and they always said to be buried on top of these mounds, and with like these black stones with some people have said it's like a Hebrew marking on it. But like I was watching something this morning when I woke up about the Lovelock Caves with the red-haired giants, and they were interviewing just locals and some of the older Native Americans from that area, and they all like it's factual. Like when they were kids, they said they went to that museum and saw the skulls and saw skeletons of these giants that were killed there. But I can make even a History Channel had that show like Chasing Giants,
Yeah.
and they put out the regular stuff. Oh, it used to be giants. They show the old news articles, but then some of the private documentaries that people make for YouTube, just regular old content creators, stuff like that gets censored heavily. Then there's something in those details that they're kind of glossing over with the whole thing. Like it's okay to talk about the giants, but there's something in there that is censored.
Yeah, it does seem like it. Anyway, it's just algae that makes the snow pink. Nothing too fascinating.
Oh, that's similar. Like they show those Antarctica images where it's like blood pouring out of the ice, and it's some sort of bacteria or algae. That have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. They have the gnats in New York City, and then that abandoned airplane that we were talking about.
Yeah, let's see those gnats in New York City.
Clouds of mysterious gnat-like insects are swarming across New York City.
That's like a proper plague.
Yeah, they got a plague happening.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's unpleasant. Nobody likes it. Ew, they're all over him. Fucking gross, dude.
Oh, Humans Awakens Wolf says for sure there was this one guy that went missing after he filmed a possible giant. That was that guy. Have you heard about this?
No.
There was a guy up in Alaska. He was like an oil worker, and he filmed what looked like a giant on top of this mountain. And it would have been, I forget, but like huge. I mean, ridiculously high, like 40 feet tall, 50
No
feet tall.
shit.
And he was making YouTube videos about it, and he started getting followed by the Men in Black type story, and then he just went offline.
That's
And some
wild.
people-
I
I'm
never
not-
heard about that.
Maybe we can look into that here in a little bit.
I've never heard that story. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we'll look him up. Do you remember what that guy's name was, Humans? I'll look him.
These are bugs, bro.
Social media shows a bicyclist with bugs in his beard.
It's
Others
bugs,
doing
bro.
some serious swatting. Posters on Reddit asking what the insects are. They're aphids, and experts say the
Ew.
current conditions
Oh,
are a
no.
perfect storm.
Look at those
for
cracked
a
out
swarm.
bugs, dude. Just cracked out looking
Nasty.
aphids. Fuck them. Well, thank you. So that's what New York is plagued with.
Yeah, New York. If you try to breathe in New York City, you get aphids inside your lungs.
You get that, and you get like smoke from Canada. You're just screwed over there. Guess you do want to wear a mask in New York.
Yeah, now they have a new reason to wear a mask on.
Yeah.
Let me look up that giant guy real quick.
Okay.
I'm
Looking
gonna,
at
Alaskan worker. I hate asking computer stuff because I have to.
I don't mind asking
Films.
computers anything.
Oh, do you?
I ask them
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. I like Chat GPT is my best friend.
Is this it? Andrew Dawson's giant spot. Maybe this is the. That's the name of the guy. Andrew Dawson's giant. I'm trying to find the actual video, not all these. Top 5 mysterious videos. Dark 6.
You know what the problem is? I don't have a filter on. That's one of my problems. That would help. Put my 4th of July filter on so I look all snazzy.
There is a debunk video up for it, so maybe we'll look at the video and then maybe we'll watch the debunk video. As soon as I find a clean copy of it. This it? I'm sorry, folks. Hang with me there.
I'm hanging.
Okay. I'm going to bring it up. Oh, wrong button.
I could get rid of mine if it's in the way.
We'll see.
There you go.
Okay, let's take a gander.
Add it to the stream.
Person, dude.
Let me see.
No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
Oh,
It would be right in here.
It's a person.
a very tall person.
Dude, have you seen what I've seen right now?
Yeah, I guess he was looking through something that was a bit more magnified. Is I think how the story goes.
And he disappeared after that.
No, it went on for a little bit while. He started thinking that there was some. No, it went on for a little bit longer than that, and then like he started noticing different like people telling him and all that. Oh wait, here maybe.
Okay.
Can't remember his name, but I couldn't find any more about him or the content apart from another guy mentioning him in a TikTok. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing is people covering his videos, but I don't see his channel anywhere. Andrew Dawson was his name, though. He released a video saying he made it all up, but he clearly looked stressed in it, and then there was just silence from him. Interesting.
That's really peculiar.
Should we, I guess, watch the debunk of this?
Sure, why not?
See what maybe the other side say.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Dawson's Giant. That's a good song. Okay. Let me bring it up. Let me present. That's as big as I can make these shorts. I don't like these shorts like that. All right, let's watch this. Let's see what the debunk is.
Look at this shit. What's that? What is this? A tall figure and the building with two antennas. What the
Shit. He faked.
Okay.
Ian is actually an abandoned communications tower. There's a YouTuber called Steve Wallace that actually wrote his ATV up here. It gives a really good view. It's pretty well vandalized, but here there's plenty of angles I got here.
What is at the top of the mountain? We've been wondering.
Oh, Steve Wallace.
Things that
This guy is a world-class camper.
Camping with Steve.
Camping with Steve. Have you watched him?
No.
He's fantastic. He does here's what he does. He'll roll up into like a small town like this, and there'll be like a welcome to blah blah blah, welcome to Johnstown or whatever.
Yeah.
And he'll camp behind the sign, like in the bushes.
What?
Or like, yeah, he does like crazy camping. Or like one time he camped on like a train that was like abandoned in the middle of the woods.
Oh no, Red Bar covers him. He's covered him before, I think.
I can see it because yeah, he's an awesome camper.
He
does this
camps
thing
in the
called-
oddest places, like where you're not supposed to camp.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
No, yeah, Red Bar did cover him. They tried to like make him a fool or whatever. It didn't work out. Did he have a wife that like died or something?
He did. He had a wife that died.
Yeah, he was totally on Red Bar. He was on Red Bar.
Wow. Yeah, it's a hard guy to bunk because everyone likes him. Like, it's a hard guy to dislike.
Yeah, you feel kind of bad when he starts talking about his wife for sure. And they felt kind of bad, and that's why they stopped covering him.
Yeah, his wife was seriously just died in her sleep.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine what could have done it.
That's so sad. They were making fun of like maybe he had something to do with it on Red Bar. But
nah, but it's funny though.
they dropped it. They didn't keep making fun of him though. Because they actually liked him though, because he's like a likable guy.
Yeah, I would say Red Bar likes to do the off road and stuff, so I would imagine he'd enjoy.
Yeah,
that. It's like one of his best videos he did was camping by a train station. And in the parking lot of a train depot, he put up like a little tent, like a tall tent, and him and his like crazy looking neighbor. Just like they would put on reflective vests and look like they were construction workers, and they would just go outside every once in a while and shovel some snow and go back inside.
And nobody's gonna question them.
we saw from the ground were there's an awful lot of vandalism. Communications tower. Oh, there's still snow in here too. Yeah, it looks like I guess somebody used to bunk here. It goes right into this.
You know what? I wonder how much that building cost.
I would be interested in that.
Yeah. Huh.
Hey, put like 30,000 into refurbishing it. You got a great view.
Fucking hell yeah.
Put some Starlink towers up there.
Yeah. Some Starlink receiver.
What you guys think about that? Should we should we broadcast from Alaska?
You know they're gonna say yes. I would love to go to Alaska because I want to see the Northern Lights someday.
Me too. I've only ever seen them very faded. Like one time they came super low when I was living in Pennsylvania. You could kind of just make out a little bit of a greenage.
That's so cool.
But it would be amazing to see them like full brightness.
I know. I've had dreams about that. Like I'm gonna live in Alaska someday or something.
So I guess we're just saying that this is a communication tower. And what we saw was just a tower. I don't know though. It's odd that you don't see it in some pictures, and other pictures you do.
I believe it's there. There's other things there that look like it could be misconstrued as a human figure.
Sure. I guess we can put that one down as a unfortunate. But I wonder if it was a hoax, if that guy legitimately thought that it was that, and then
maybe if he's new to town, he might have thought that.
Yeah, I think he kind of was. I think he was moving up there for oil work or some sort of
okay
work condition.
There's some things in like Tucson and Sierra Vista, Arizona that if you're from out of town, you don't realize there's always a blimp in the sky watching everything everybody does. A big white blimp. And there's
like known, like people see it.
Yeah, you see it. But some people who like new to town, like the Red Bar, when he moved to that area, they didn't realize what it was, and so they made a big deal about it in one of their episodes. But it's for the Border Patrol.
That's how we used to see, like when I was overseas, each little forward operating base had a balloon, but it looked like an airship, like it looked like a blip.
Yeah, so this one's shaped like a fish.
Wow, so they had that. Those are in the States, like.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's right on the border of Mexico. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, because you could see, like, you could look down the valley, and like you could see blimps popping up randomly. And each one of those was some sort of like operating base.
Yep, they have it there.
Oh, I didn't know this. Humans said that we see the aurora here in Ireland when the conditions are right for them. Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
That would be amazing to see that.
Hey, he's Irish like us.
I'm glad I got, I'm descended from Irish. We came here in the 1840s, I believe.
Oh, I got green eyes. I was born on St. Patrick's Day. I'm Irish as fuck.
If you knew what my last name was, it would be the most Irish thing you'd ever hear.
It's some type of a Patrick. There's lots of.
It's some sort of McPatrick kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
McPatrick Shire kind of thing.
Yep, for sure.
I didn't know that. I didn't even consider that. Yeah, they probably do see the aurora. Ireland's the only place I would visit in Europe. I have no interest in seeing any other. I don't care about England. I could maybe go see Scotland. But
I
Ireland's
want to
really
see the Loch Ness Monster. I'd go over there.
Yeah, that would be the only thing. Yeah, could you go see Loch Ness Monster, or then Alistair's Crowley's house?
Yeah, his castle or whatever.
Yeah, his little like mansion things there.
Oh yeah, I would check that out for sure. Go stay in it I think it's like an Airbnb or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, see, he says this year they were particularly clear. See, that would be amazing.
That would be beautiful. I'd love to.
Well, what else do we have going on here? I was watching that Super Soldier talk. It's a lot to go through. I mean, I might have to go.
You were laughing at it, so it must be something funny too.
I was laughing. I mean, do you want to get a little piece of it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to predicate this because, like I said, I didn't watch a lot of it. I just kind of bounced around with timestamps that I saw in the.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're laughing at.
Yeah, so I have no idea where this person's coming from. Humans, do you want to come up here and maybe guide us through this a little bit? We can bounce around.
With your accent, if you have an Irish accent, that's extra points.
Of course, he's got an accent.
That'd be awesome. We'll give you the link. You click it. You come talk to us.
Let me present this. Yeah. Loch Ness Monster's a proven hoax caused by a local family in 1920. So yeah, it was like a dentist that put like a dinosaur head on
in a bathtub toy
submarine. And I think he put it in the water, but I think it was just like a toy submarine, and he cut the dinosaur head off a toy and stuck it on top.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, I guess.
And there's other big things in there, like big giant fish and stuff that people might see.
Yeah, they talked about giant eels, and I guess I don't know if they have sturgeons over there, but sturgeons is another thing that's real big. I guess seals get in there too, and they travel in pods or whatever.
Yeah.
So like it could look like a bunch of humps.
I could see that.
But that's the thing though, like here in the States, especially particularly in the Pacific Northwest, we have like white sturgeon, and those things get 25 feet long. They get crazy big.
Yeah.
So you think it's a sea monster.
Yeah.
I think this is starting up where this gentleman who claims to be a secret space soldier, this is him talking about a. He's saying that all these sci-fi shows like Star Trek and I think I heard Aliens, a couple of different ones, um, are based on his life,
So
and
he's full of himself.
a little bit full of himself. He's not only Captain
Okay.
Kirk, he's also Captain Dallas from Aliens, and I think like Hicks or something too from Aliens 2, my favorite one.
Yeah, of course.
But we're gonna start up. This is where he gets a Vulcan lady to fall in love with him using the key to every woman's heart. Let's watch.
Oh yes.
Curious about me.
Okay, Jessica, you have some questions you want to throw at our special guest here?
I mean, does she have pointy ears? That's what I'm wondering. Did you? I don't know if you answered that already.
Great question.
Her ears were somewhat.
That's what they're worried about. Was it pointy ears?
Her ears were somewhat pointy.
Are they pointy like in the movies?
Pointy, but I wouldn't say it was like that in the movie. They're kind of a little larger than normal, and they do kind of go back in backwards into the back of the skull.
I'm a Vulcan.
Do they find the odor of humans to be detestable?
I never had that problem with her. I think I don't know if she'd ever been with a human before.
He was her first.
But it wasn't a matter of her being a Vulcan or me being a human. It's just that sometimes opposites attract. And that was what it was with her. And I, like I said, I had a Hershey chocolate bar, and they just crave chocolate. Now
we do. As women.
Spark. He prefers peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
You have
likes
to have
peanut butter.
a real high calorie.
And why? I love this. This is fantastic.
He's after my own heart.
To function. Okay, other words, they eat a lot of junk food. What we consider junk food is they have to have it because they get weak if they don't have a high calorie food.
That's like me.
That's like that's
Not
literally anything that's
necessarily
alive. He's like, if you don't feed them, they start to starve. It's like, oh wow. Really?
And women like chocolate basically all the time. So
what's scary is I pray that this guy isn't serious, but I think he's serious. Like that's
healthy. But
no, he sounds like he believes his own bullshit.
Did they have food replicators on the Enterprise where he could get those food products?
Now, humans, can we just throw the link in chat if he wants to come up?
Yeah, no one's gonna. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it's like there's only like 3 people, so we should be all right.
We'll be fine.
If you want to come up, man, and walk us through this a bit, because I have 100 questions for someone that may be more familiar with this show. Because I'm assuming the host up here on the top left, does he believe this? Because he doesn't seem like it.
No, I think they're kind of goofing on him a little bit.
Okay.
The lady is. I mean, but they're letting him talk at least.
But if you want to pop up, humans, man, feel free to. We'll continue.
Yeah.
James, when I was there, you have to remember, they eat that food all the time, and when they come to Earth, I mean, it's like a paradise to them. You know, why would you want to eat the food on the Enterprise while you can, get some peanut butter or a Hershey bar? You know what I mean?
I think necessity would dictate that.
It'd be just like you going to school and you know what's in your cafeteria. You'll eat it, but let's face it, it's not like you going out to a fancy restaurant.
Oh.
Did you ever eat the food?
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you? He said he's gonna try. He said he's gonna give it a shot. Yeah. Okay. Why? This guy's conflating the necessity of being on a spaceship in space and having to have it like as if there's an option where we can go. Let's zoom back to Earth real quick and get some little Debbie cakes.
Yeah, right. You kind of.
Those things are banging.
Yeah, eat what you can. Eat what's there.
From the replicator.
No. I ate rations. What I ate was what the military, what we carried on. I can't eat all the junk food that the Vulcans eat. Okay.
I bet you
they're definitely love junk food. Like you go to a store and there's a nab machine, okay, and it's got peanut butter in nabs in there, and just basically junk food. They crave it. They wouldn't want to sit down and eat a nice steak, or or either a nice bowl of soup. What they want is high calorie junk food.
Me too, dude.
Me too.
Oh, wow.
I'm about to say.
Did they ever talk about their homeworld?
What scares me about this guy is like what he considers as fancy food is like little Debbie cakes is what he's just, and nabs, peanut butter nabs.
That's silly.
Yeah, humans gonna give it a shot. He's gonna try to come up here. He's got an older phone, but it might pop on.
No problem.
Right on. I love that they have this whole time he's talking. They got Star Trek 4, which is the one with the whales, famously one of my favorites of the Star Trek franchise.
You watch Star Trek?
Yeah, I'm big into Star Trek. I have gotten out of it. Yeah. I don't watch any of the new stuff, but I was into the Next Generations where I started. I went back and watched the original series with like Captain Kirk and all that. And I watched a little bit of Deep Space Nine, a little bit of Enterprise, and then I've slowly just gotten out of it. Like I haven't watched any of the new stuff. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit, yeah. But at least I don't like think I was there. You know what I mean?
You don't think it's about you?
Yeah, I don't think I'm like, oh, I'm just like Captain Kirk. I'm exactly like him.
Planet Vulcan. Do you know anything about it? What can you tell us about Planet Vulcan?
The name?
Well, there's
he
a Mount Sinai there that
That's silly. You know,
I went to it one time and I looked at it, and it's a very high mountain. I will compare it to Mount Everest here on Earth, and part of their ritual is that they have to climb the mountain.
Oh, server blocked his mic and camera.
Is there anything we could do about that?
Not that I know of. No.
Huh, that's weird. The server stopped that.
I don't know.
That's a bummer. Well, hopefully, some point we can get you up, man. I feel like we could do a full watch on this. I mean, we don't have to because I know you want to get off here soon.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
We have we got a little bit of a heart out, but you want to jump to the part where he talks about the monetary system and then talks about how there is no monetary system right after that.
Sure. Let's do that.
Let's pop to that. I believe that is I have it written down here, 44-minute mark. Let's pop there.
You mentioned the Vulcan family revolves around the female. So what can you tell us about their culture?
Well, the female is the one that rears the children in the family. She educates the family. The male is he's just there to breed, okay?
Oh shit, okay.
And he goes out and he makes a living, and he sends the money back to the females.
That's unheard of.
And the females are
almost like humans.
It's almost exactly like what everybody does on planet Earth.
Yeah, it's almost exactly like humans.
To support them, okay? And but
sounds familiar.
And with Sparks, the thing with him was that when his father died, he didn't send his mother flowers, and that's what got him in trouble with the other females. So So, you know, he's not a bad person. I mean, that's just the way, it's just their nature, you know.
So, Jimmy, do you have a hybrid child out there?
Yes.
Really? From this woman, I should mention.
He's messing with
Not
them,
from
right?
her, as
Yes.
far as I know,
You're
not
laughing
from
at him.
her, but from other females, yes.
Jessica,
I
you
have
want
several.
to throw a few comments or questions out?
Around, dude.
I want to throw some comments out.
He's fucking all these fucking alien chicks. How's he getting all
Or-
this?
Okay.
Oh
there.
yeah, we got somebody.
I'm
popping
sorry.
up.
Are you talking to me? Because I just
Yeah,
my
Jessica.
my
Okay,
audio.
pause
Just,
him.
Let me see if stay in here. Let me see if your mic works at least, where we can.
Yeah.
You got that?
Oh yeah, we're hearing you.
Yeah, you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, we got you loud
Yeah,
and clear.
that's cool. Yeah, I had to go in and level a load of shit on my phone as well.
Oh man, that's a
Yeah,
fantastic.
but the camera won't allow the camera for somebody. It's like a J6 Hawaii or something. I'm surprised it's even working.
That is
Yeah.
a great accent.
But,
They
Yeah, it's
recently
cool,
updated
yeah.
it where I can't use my phone to live stream. It's just like a few months ago I could. It was no issue.
Yeah.
yeah, but you can hear me okay anyway, yeah?
Oh yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, can
that's
you walk
cool.
us through what is this? I've
That's
heard of this channel before, but this is my
Yeah,
first
that's
time ever.
James Rink, right? I started looking at them things about 2 years ago. I discovered it, right? And like, you're kind of looking at it, like, you know, and you haven't seen it before. You're like, what the fuck is all this? You don't know, is it all make believe or are they actually serious? But they are. They're all serious, like.
Wow.
Every one of them, one of them are serious. Like, yeah, you've like Ishmael Perez, Corey Good. That's where it all kind of came from. Is Corey Good stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all secret space program and all that. But this guy Jimmy Payne is off the wall. This other lad, John Whitberg, as well.
And
He'd
so
be
is
on.
Jimmy Payne, I mean, he looks like he's making fun of this guy. I mean, he's smirking.
The guy
he's
at the top.
asking the guy
Yeah,
at the
like
top.
that's what I mean. Like even James Rink there now, he's normally dead serious in it. That Rink guy, he's got Asperger's or something like that. You know what I mean? You can see the way he
Yeah.
is like. And but like even he's smiling at me, you know what I mean? He's trying to hold in the laughing, like, you know, it's. But yeah, that's the most common. But Jimmy Payne, Jimmy Payne does a load, man. He's just totally out there, like. But he dances around everything. He'll never answer a question straight or nothing, like. You know what I mean? He
That's what
dances
I'm
around
noticing.
everything.
Like whatever he answers, he just answers what like an Earth answer would be. Like it's just.
It's like that's how it already is. We already.
Yeah, he's
like
not saying
off
anything
it.
like interesting. Vulcans seem like the most boring species on Earth or in space right now.
They act just like us. Yeah.
They like junk food.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
no, he's
this
he's
Jimmy
off the
Payne's
wall.
kind of. I don't want to put like any type of terms on this, but this Jimmy Payne seems like he's just exploiting these people. Would that be?
Jimmy Payne is the guest, isn't he? The one on the bottom.
Oh, is Jimmy Payne the guest?
Yeah, Jimmy Payne is the guest. It's like James Rink is exploiting them all. He kind of leads people into thinking like this is happening. Then like obviously these people have mental problems. I think schizophrenia or something like that. You know what I mean? PTSD
Yeah.
or something like, and they're just looking for something. You know what I mean? Better than themselves or something like that. And this guy's kind of like preys on them all, and he charges a fortune for everything. He's promoting books. You know the usual fucking grifting. You know.
Yeah, and he's
That's
just
what it
stealing
is, like,
ideas
but-
from existing,
But it's
as Corey
frightening
Good
that-
would say, IPs.
Yeah. But it's frightening how if you go into the comments in the live chat and that, like the amount of followers they have and how serious they are. Like there was one guy and like I don't say nothing on camera, I just look at what they're saying. And there's
Yeah.
one guy there telling people he's like he's from Jesus Christ bloodline. He's descending to Jesus Christ from the Dragon Master bloodline. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
he trains dragons. You know, he goes off in the nighttime and he trains dragons and he's fucking mind or whatever. You know,
That's wild.
and he's deadly serious. And then there's other people coming in on him and they're agreeing with him, like, and all that, like, and like there was one guy in the comments came on and he said, Jimmy Payne's a liar. I was a real data set of aliens. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds like that. That sounds like that Andrew. What was his name? Andrew Besiege or Besiege. He was part of this secret space. Heavy quotations there. But he was the one that was a kid that was time traveled. He claimed that there was a picture of a kid in like an Abraham Lincoln speech. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh, well, there was this guy. He
I
used to
can't
be on
believe that
Coast
one,
Coast
but-
AM. He claimed to be part of this secret space program. This was prior to Corey Good's kind of appearance. And
Yeah.
he claimed like every kid in like an old picture was him time traveling. And they're always like blurry. You can't see the kid at all.
Oh, I say yes. I see him on them things before. Yes, he's beside Abraham Lincoln in one thing, and he's at the base of the Empire State Building or something in another thing.
Yeah. And, he claims like he was. I guess he's a legit lawyer, some sort of attorney, and that's where now this guy is saying that he's okay. This is wild.
Yeah,
this is the part where I guess
those other shows as well where he's saying he's after inventing he invented the two-way mirror thing into different worlds, and all this. And you can just step into the mirror, like, and he's in a different world, like,
Wow. I was shocked how many subscribers this channel had. I think it was 80,000.
God, that's what I'm saying. It's frightening the amount of people are taken in by it, and you see the amount of super chats they get. Like, like it's like the team tune hasn't even been finished playing. Like, I mean, that James Ringfield is after earning like $400 or something. It's unreal. Like,
that's
purely just taking advantage. Taking advantage of people. That's what I'm saying. I was half thinking of starting up just a channel. A non-monetized channel just to roast these, you know what I mean? So I'm just checking out what the libel thing about is and all that.
If you start a channel where you just roasted, I would come up every time you were.
Yeah, that's it. Free for anyone to come up and throw in their piece, like, and just roast the shit out of them because they deserve it, like.
Yeah, that's what blew my mind was I was watching this. Like the host is like clearly laughing, like there's multiple times.
To me, it seems like he's in on it or something.
Rink is laughing there. Like, that's the first time I've seen Rink like. Normally Rink is dead serious and saying because but they think they're providing a service to the people, that, and they can only say so much because they're in danger of the government and all this. And they really appreciate people coming forward because they're putting themselves in so much danger, giving out all this information. And then you have all the people in the comments thank them for the information and all this. They're like, fucking hell, no, get a life, like.
It's definitely smart you stay out of the chat because those are the type of people that would like. Man, if you criticize them in their own chat, I bet you there's someone in there that would go after anybody like that.
Yeah, like, I'm surprised now Rink hasn't thrown me out of his team because I tried my best not to comment, you know what I mean? Because you're at nothing when you're commenting against these people. They're so deluded,
Yeah, you don't want to poke the bear.
So I just go in, I try to say nothing, but sometimes it's just so ridiculous and it gets so annoying. Like, I might just comment to my Aegis or something like that. Like, I'm just constantly doing it. I can't help it. But he hasn't thrown me off yet. I don't know why, like. He's blocked me a couple of times. Now he just seems to be just ignoring me, but he's not banning me. He's not blocking me comments or nothing, like. But
I guess the way he's looking at it is like it's engagement either way. So just let it fly. It's not gonna.
Maybe that it probably gets revenue from comments and stuff like that then as well, like, because.
Yeah, probably.
So,
I couldn't believe that though. 80,000 subs and like just bouncing around through this. My mind was blown.
Yeah, no, but if you get time, it's worth sitting down and just to look at him honestly. Like, you go back to it again, saying, did they really see that? Did they really hear that? Like, you know what I mean? You go into it again and you say, yeah, and when you realize how for real these people are then as well, that's when it starts getting serious and frightening, like,
Yeah. Well, it's like that was something about Corey Good. Like, I never bought into any of that, and I just watched the deposition that Steve had done, and it was like terrifying. A person like that's really terrifying because it seems like they believe it. Well, except for him, he didn't believe it. He knew it was a lie, but he was going with it so hard and never saw any bad that he was doing, and that's what was terrifying.
Yeah,
he was perfectly fine with stealing money from somebody else if they stole it from him, or if he thought they stole it from him. I mean, really wacky stuff.
Yeah, they just have no moral compass whatsoever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, clearly, the people that are taking money off of, like, have some sort of problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like you got that David Wilcox, and it's like that guy openly seems to be mocking his audience.
To see the latest thing that Wilcox put up, he spent the first half an hour talking about his suit. It looked like a Turkish funeral suit or something.
Oh yeah, when he had that wacky suit on, the
wacky white suit with the blue trim on it, yeah.
And the other one where he was like gay bashing too, like for the first half hour.
$800 in super chats in 20 minutes talking about his suit he got.
Yeah, and he doesn't even read them, right? He just gets the super chats. He doesn't respond to them or anything.
No, yeah.
Man,
sits there and waffles on, like, it's like, I don't know.
Disgusting.
They're all going to hell, I think, anyway.
I mean, I think if you live a life like this here on Earth, I don't think there's not much. I think you're building up bad karma in the next one around,
Probably.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely, what goes around comes around. They say, like, I
mean, it came around for Corey Good. We all got to watch that, and now I'm curious to see if that guy ever gets conventions again. Possibly he does now, but I can't imagine him getting 20 grand or 10 grand for that.
Like I seen it there when I was watching one of his dispositions or whatever it was, and about 2 hours after it, he was on his own channel and he was making money off super chats, saying he's news from the Galactic Federation, this, that, and the other. After he got out of that place, like saying like that he was never to space and it's all his IP and it's all comic book and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And then he was on then, like, you know what I mean, to all these subscribers saying, I have news from the Galactic Federation, this is happening, this is happening. And he was getting super chats, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, like, guys have to tell him the word, like, you know what I mean? He's taking the piss. People are still paying him.
Yeah, I don't even get what they're sending the money for. Like, what's this money?
What's he needed for?
Yeah, what's he needed for? He's not, because he doesn't see. I mean, he definitely asked for money, but like he's making enough off doing these presentations and things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I don't know, man. Just
Well,
easy money. They just don't want to. They don't want these people. I don't think they don't want to engage in the real world and do real work and things like that. You know what I mean? So this is what they do. They take the piss out of the people that are trying to do it.
Yeah, and then I guess it just gathers up people that are willing to give money for that. It's just wow that's how that works. That you can just do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know, how even YouTube will allow that because it's pure bull, like, and people are just getting roped in, like, you know.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna roll this for about a minute, see what happens here. He just said that the men will go out and make money for the women. Now let's see what happens.
That's just the Vulcans. Yeah, they're basically all the hours, like basically sperm donors, and that's it. The women do everything else. Them with the family, like, and the men are no good only to get the women pregnant. And
it sounds like the 1950s on Vulcan.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly like that. Let's roll with it. I think at this part he immediately says that there is no need for money.
Cut out. Sorry.
Yeah, and then he contradicts himself then as well. And then he says there is money and stuff like.
Yeah. Here, let's.
I'm good. Sorry, my computer's lagging a little bit for some reason. So sorry.
I don't believe her.
What do you think about this thing about chocolate as a currency? You mentioned currency, so they get paid. Did you see their money? Why would they need money if they have replicators? What do you think about that, Jimmy?
I'm sorry, can you rephrase the question?
Well, you said Spock gets paid, so
He's like, I'm still thinking. Wait a minute.
Rephrase.
Hang on. What did I say about money 20 minutes ago?
Repeat that. Give me about 10 more seconds.
Chocolate, or they pay them. I mean, what is their money?
I didn't say he got paid, James. All I said was that if you own the Star Trek and you eat the food there, it's bland. Okay, Earth food is much more interesting to them.
So he's going back to the Earth food argument. I didn't get this far.
Yeah. Like, I think the Vulcans, if they were so impressed with Earth food, like, you know what I mean, they're meant to be a higher society. You know, sure they can grow Earth food in their own planet. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is like if they're all about chocolate and peanut butter, you could easily plant chocolate and peanut butter anywhere if you have the technology to start.
Look, the Vulcans, like, they can beam themselves up a factory of it. you know what I mean? Like,
it's just wild.
That's come in and say that's pure wackadoo. Pure wackadoo.
Yeah, it really is. We'll roll a few more minutes, and then we're gonna out. Let's see what else you got to say.
Some of our food is high calorie food, and they crave it. I mean, it's just like cocaine to them.
Yes, it is to everybody.
It's like cocaine. Watch this.
I mean, they can't get enough of it.
It's everybody.
All right, let's discuss where did the Enterprise come from in the
one
movie.
One is like cocaine, next one is like coffee. There's a big difference between cocaine and coffee.
He literally goes like, "Oh yeah, well, if they don't get food, they like start starving." It's like that's.
And the protein is like cocaine to him. It's like cocaine, and it's like coffee. It's like coffee. You know, there's a big difference between cocaine and coffee now. Come on.
And like you said, how he like rounds about. He doesn't answer any question directly. Like he went all around to answer that.
Dances around everything. Dances around everything.
Thoughts on that?
If someone's going to hoax me, I would appreciate them putting like an effort into the story. Like have some details worked out for you.
I agree.
Yeah. There's another guy that, to be honest, James Whitberg. Now, he revealed himself on Journey to Truth. He was always beyond that James Rink thing, but his face covered the whole time. He never showed his face. Like, now, when you hear him listen to him, you think he sounded like a 6-year-old woman, you know. But then he actually exposed himself on Journey to Truth. Now, looks like a guy, but I didn't see any Adam's apple. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, yeah.
You know, like a very feminine voice on him, like, and like too feminine to be a man putting it on. I think, you know what I mean. But I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all a bit weird anyway.
What I often think about when I'm listening to somebody like this is like, what does it look like around them right now? You know what I mean? I can't envision like a normal house.
Yeah.
It's like, where are they at?
That's a good idea. I mean, good.
Well, James Whitberg right now, he was talking outside in his garden. Like, it was like if you wanting around anyone, talking around anyone, and that James Rink fellow, and he's on, like, it's like as if he's doing it when his mother's not in the house, you know, that kind of way. You know, it's Joe Wackadoo. Like, that's what I said. I'd love to just roast them all out and just see what happens.
Yeah, I think if you start a channel just doing full watches of this and breaking it down, I think that'd be phenomenal.
Just having a free for all. Anyone come in and say that piece, you know what I mean? Just totally roast them and
it's like,
maybe get a response out of them. Like kick the nets and see what happens.
Yeah, because like, I have so many questions. Just watch this. Like, is this Jessica Jones? Is she on the show regularly, or is this like a guest?
I don't know. I see it's around the thumbnails as we scrolling through. Like, I often see her on the thumbnails now. She's kind of like on these cryptid experts or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bigfoot and these bloody what do they call them? Dino beavers and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
So she's another one that's mad, like, in her own way.
That's
so,
one
like,
where I've always started out like I started my kind of foray into the strange with like cryptids like Thunderbird and Bigfoot, and I've noticed just in the Bigfoot community, like what Steve covers in the UFO community, it's the exact same in the Bigfoot community. There's just
fake people.
There's some stuff out there that's really wild stuff.
Yeah.
People claiming to have been friends with these things growing up, that they're coming up to the door, they're exchanging ingredients and recipes, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. See that? What's his name? Sungood, Young Good Blood or something is his name, or Moonblood Good Brother or something.
She got like a hippie name, yeah.
Yeah, Sasquatch's message to humanity. He's 3 books written with conversations with Sasquatch and all this stuff. Like, it's weird, like, and he's even talking like he's talking broken English. He said he's stuck in Sasquatch mode. Like, they done something to him and he's stuck in Sasquatch mode, so he's speaking broken English. You know, with a
so
Sasquatch
like
accent. Yeah, so not even like Chewy. It's just weird. Like, it's very hard to understand. He's supposed to be Canadian or something, or something like that. But I couldn't understand what he was saying. I couldn't make out his accent. I would take accent. My accent is bad. Like, I couldn't understand this fella either. I said, what accent is he? What language is he even talking?
And that's what's so wild, because like just from what I know about like Sasquatch research and all that when you like look back at like what the Native American, the historical ideas about Sasquatch from the Native Americans, they don't say stuff like that. They call them a tribe of people, but they don't ever talk about them talking, or it's very grounded to where it's not ridiculous. Whereas and then you got people saying, oh no, they talk and they do all this, and the origins of it is enough to get you intrigued, like, and say, well, maybe, like, you know, but and a lot of people don't come along and put all these legs on it then and make it fantastic. It's like, here, you know. Yeah, because now they're attributing like telepathic communication with Sasquatch, and it's like that's not a thing that's ever been. This is all new stuff now that they're adding to this lore.
Yeah, and then these people that come on in, they're labeled like a Sasquatch expert, like, you know. Look, how can you be a Sasquatch expert? They haven't seen one to study one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, that's it's all hearsay. Like, it's whatever they make up themselves. Like,
yeah, the only Sasquatch expert would be the one that brought in a Sasquatch. That would be the only expert, and we haven't had one yet. But it really takes it out there. But we're rolling up on an hour, so I guess we're just wrapping up. But I would fully support if you started a channel and started doing these watches.
Yeah, I'm looking into that. I'm after asking Stephen Camby. I might have to get back to me now with a reply, see what the story is. But like, just want to putting that fair usage banner up on the end of the screen. Is that enough to throw up their content and break it down and say what you like about it? You know what I mean? Without them coming after, see what we ask like.
I mean, the biggest thing is really like how we do it here, where it's like we have to stop it constantly. But hopefully, I mean, they could still hit you with something, but it's like hopefully. I mean, they could. I think we could fight that.
Yeah,
But hey, man, thanks for coming up, man.
No bother, man.
No, we really appreciate you coming up and appreciate the
No
defense
bother,
there in Steve's
no
chat.
bother, guys. Yeah, cool. I'll catch you the next time. So.
Cool. Thanks for
Absolutely. Should be tomorrow at 7 p.m. We got David H. Altman's coming on to talk about some UFO research he did on the Catalina Islands in California.
7 p.m. Yeah, that's cool.
Should be...
I won't be working anyway, so it's 2 a.m. my time, I think. Well, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we missed you. That's all right. You always catch the replay.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Take it
Have
easy.
a good day.
Take it easy. Nice one, lads. Bye.
Bye. That's cool. That's a lot of fun.
It's cool to have.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to start watching this channel right here. I gotta start getting timestamps for some of this stuff because this is fascinating to me. It's really just the host that's really blowing my mind that he's openly like smirking and.
Like, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they're totally clowning on him. You could tell.
Yeah, and like people are just going in with it. Anyway, that's an hour right there. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. with David H. Altman talking UFOs, and he's done some very serious research. He did a documentary called "Terrors in the Sky."
A Tear in the Sky. It's from 2022. It's got William Shatner in it. He's in that one.
And Michio Kaku, I believe, makes an appearance.
Michio Kaku's in it, yeah, of course.
Absolutely. But that was I'm gonna be interested with because I guess they had 3 different stations set up in the Catalina Island, California.
Yeah, they had a
region.
bunch of equipment to go UFO hunting, and they did catch some stuff on camera. So pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to talk to him. And then hopefully we'll get X-Wing here soon to talk about his experiences in that haunted cabin.
The Donner Cabin, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that one.
Yes, me too.
So we got to get into ghosts. We're trying to keep it variety, folks, where it's like you will never get like a whole month of Bigfoot or a whole month of UFOs. We're going to keep it. You never know what you're going to get.
Correct.
We're a little UFO heavy this week, but it's fine.
Okay. It happens. It's random.
It happens, yeah. All right, well, everybody, thanks for let me drop this down so we're not like. But thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys.
Have a great Saturday. Don't get too messed up. Drink some water.
Yes, be healthy.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Later.
Bye.